was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And off we go from Lambeau. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's tackled at the
end result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Down, Buccaneers.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Fournette. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Boy, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 2nd down now. It's Jones. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Preston Smith there on the stop.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
From midfield, here's Brady. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it's a 2nd down.
2nd and 2.
Now Fournette. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Gain on the play.
Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
That'll bring up fourth. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there. On fourth down, Ryan Suckup now for the Buccaneer field goal. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
At their own 21-yard line.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He'll let it fly for Austin. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
To go.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. That's out to the left and complete. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A 1st down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
With the score, Buccaneers 3, Packers nothing.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
That's another Packers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
10 yards on the pick.
Rodgers again now.
And inches.
At the flush to his right. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Shaquille Barrett in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at the 20. He'll drop to throw. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. Call it no gain there on the first down play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Brady going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
On the tackle. It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
To throw, it's Brady. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
It's a free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
You know, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now Brady to try again after the pick 6. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. From the gun, it's Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans.
Brady's pass.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Brady to throw again. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers 30. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady airing this one out for Evans. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Touchdown.
30 yards. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score Buccaneers 10, Packers 7.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
On the return, the Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
To 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again, Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Down to 15. Seconds now.
Intended for Tavon Austin. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Now a play fake. Rodgers. He's going to find his man. That's Tavon Austin. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Rodgers to throw once more. Touchdown, Packers. It's Devontae Adams hauling it in from Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers have retaken the lead. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion. This time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
On the return, it's Kenyon Barner. A dangerous return man showing it here.
Kenyon Barner on the return. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On play action, Rodgers. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They fire this one quickly to Austin. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
39-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 1.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 39 yards. And the Packers add on to their lead. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Makes the score Packers 21. Buccaneers 10.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
J-Don Dickens on the return. The Bucs take over 1st and 10. At their
the Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Brady now on 1st down. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. A quick pass here to Godwin.
Brady's pass.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the 38-yard line.
Shotgun now for Brady. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll run it here with Logan. And the Bucs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They hand this one to Gronk. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Brandon, if I wanted to run the football this close to the goal line, I think I just turn around and hand it to my tailback. Too many things could go wrong in this situation. I think they're fortunate just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Another shot here from the 2 as they come up on 3rd and goal. He may try and run for, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Blaine Gabbert scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Bucs have made this a 1-score game. And maybe the defense caught a little by surprise there that he took off and got in?
Yeah, I would think so, because if you're analyzing it from that side of the ball, you're thinking running back, fullback. Takes you a while before you get to the quarterback.
Extra point put through by Succop, and it's now 21-17.
Bradley Pinion to kick.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And he fires one that's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
The coverage that time was unbelievable the whole way around. I mean, you've got a quarterback just standing back there in the pocket. He had all night to survey the field, and he still couldn't find anybody. And when he finally did throw it, he threw it to the other team.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, 36 yards. And the interception by the Bucs D leads to a touchdown.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start the... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. It's a big play that time for the Packers. And even 40 yards. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete here.
The keeper. Thrown away and incomplete.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. 3rd quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Slant to Adams. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 28. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Rodgers now on first down. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 28 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. And this one through the uprights and good.
Makes this score Packers 28, Buccaneers 24.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
Brings up third down.
From the gun, Brady. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Brown, his first catch. It's a first down.
Tampa Bay.
Brady now to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Brady will try again on second down. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. Well, he went on the move there and started rolling out. I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. They'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
It's a pickup of 3.
On 2nd and 7, Rodgers
at the 42-yard line.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now, this has been all that we'd hoped for. 2 of the game's all-time great QBs slugging it out at a one-score game here in the second half. 1st and 10. The running on first down is Jones, but he's not going to get much, maybe a couple. And it's second down.
A gain of 2.
8 yards to go on second down.
At the Bucs' 23-yard line.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. This is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
Packer. First down and goal to go.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude. but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
He's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Looking back to the air on second down, it's Brady. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
10 yards to go.
Operating from the gun, Brady. He finds an opening past the 40. He completes this into the hands of Miller. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
And the Buccaneer first down.
On first down, Brady. That's caught by Howard. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Buccaneers.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. Pass. Mike Evans. He's going to go. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So with just over a minute to play, this becomes a make-or-break onside kick.
The kickoff for Tampa Bay.
And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that one. They EA Capital and FedEx. Their football in this part of the country, and this crowd is ready to go as their guys will match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from FedEx Field. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. And his first pass is incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Nate Gary. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give them this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So after the INT, here's Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this. It's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL. But I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. To throw again. Smith steps away to his left. And his throw is incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, but now it's third down.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll fake it. Now Smith. He'll buy some time right. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. On 1st and 10, Smith. Catch here, left side, Thomas. 20! And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That's another Washington first down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
From the red zone now, Smith. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And Washington has taken a first quarter lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again.
Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke, and he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown.
Justin Hopkins on for the extra.
And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions. And here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield. He was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington.
10 at the 21-yard line.
On first down, it's Smith. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Smith. Buying time to his left. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To the air again, Smith. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. From 21 yards away. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Troy Apke. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. (21-0) our score after 1.
Washington 21, Eagles nothing.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. A shotgun snap for Smith. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
He'll go underneath with this one to McKissick. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down.
At the 36-yard line.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing.
Out of the gun, Smith. And he'll find Hall. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the Eagles' 27-yard line.
Throwing again is Smith. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Smith on 3rd down. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass and they get 12 yards out of it. Again, Smith being chased out left. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Smith throwing again. Flushed out right. His throw caught right around the 6. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
At the 4-yard
3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a 1st down. From the gun, here's Smith. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Fletcher Cox in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
At the Eagles' 14-yard line.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Second down and goal. Smith. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And Washington going to add on to their lead. So not only is that his third touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this out to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Troy Apke. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
At the 39-yard line.
Smith on first down. He'll air this out deep for Harmon. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
11-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at that.
He's got a man, complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. That's caught by Jackson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. From the red zone now, Wentz. Flush to his right. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Carson Wentz on target to Jalen Reagor. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here.
Conversion.
Again, it's Wentz. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Eagles 6. Jake Elliott to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. From the gun, Smith. Forced out to his left. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
To the sideline and incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Watch safety green. Watch safety green.
Throwing again. Smith. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Second half will start with a run by Sanders. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Sanders, the ball carrier.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
The throw over the middle taken in. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
To Marquise Goodwin.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
This pass complete, wins to Ertz. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 more on that one and another first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Eagles get a score closer. Now Wentz going to lead the Eagles up to go for 2. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Throwing on 2nd down. Smith eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
option on 3rd and short yardage. And he finds McLaurin. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. A quick throw complete into the flat out left. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 44-yard line.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Escaping and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Brandon Graham showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Smith. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
57. Mike, 57. You're trapped.
Back to the air, Smith on 2nd down. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And got his man complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They'll get 34 yards there. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Taking it in from a yard out. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. So here comes Alex Smith as he'll lead his guys up to the line to go for 2. Smith now to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. To throw, it's Wentz. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Montez Sweat, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Back now at FedEx Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Now on 2nd and 16. Wentz, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
But it brings up 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
first down, Eagles.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And my goodness, another interception.
They ain't ready for it.
Picked off by Troy Apke. He's at the 30. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick-6 for a Washington touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick-6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Dustin Hopkins to kick off for Washington.
And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
It's a gain of
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. After the interception, here's Smith. Dancing to his left. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
2nd and 10, Smith again. Off to Thomas on the left side. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. From the gun on 3rd down, Smith flushed out right. Oh, he finds his running back open downfield. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. On 1st down, Smith steps away to his left. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
On 2nd and 10, Smith. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way full steam, and he broke that one up.
Smith on 3rd down, buying time to his left. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
57 to Mike. Think you gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? Hey, Smash. 19 Lions. Mike 57. Mike 57.
They snap it to Smith. On the move to his left. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
57 to Mike. I got you. I got you.
Throwing now, Smith. Flush to his right. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left. And their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and that will extend this big lead.
Dustin Hopkins to kick off for Washington.
Oh, and I think Washington got it. Yes, they did. Well, there you go. Just your everyday leading big, and you onside kick it with a lead. They got it. I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bolder about what they're doing. And it's not only just to try and increase their lead, but that's their way of saying we're in full control of this game, and we can kind of do what we want.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Here we go.
From the 50, it's Smith. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Well-timed effort by Darius Slay. A sack on the corner blitz.
Brings up 2nd down.
Another try after the first down sack. Smith. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Eluding the pressure right. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Hey, check 19 tight. 19 tight. Here we go. Go straight. Defense on deck. On deck.
Here we go on 4th. Smith. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete.
Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out.
And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Wentz, man open, it's Goodwin. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
That's complete, right around the 8.
And the Eagles are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Now, Wentz again. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
Yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Now Wentz going to lead the Eagles up to go for two.
Conversion.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
18.
So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by Washington. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Smith going to throw it, and he'll find Hall. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Smith on first down. Forced out to his left. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game.
Today's finals, Washington 50. Eagles
a big offensive explosion help leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
3rd and long for Mayfield. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
49, guys. Mike, 49. 49's the Mike. Watch 49. Hurry. Mike's 49.
Mayfield now. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Another Browns first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
And again, it's Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Austin Hooper, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. From the gun, Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Flush to his right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. That's Derek Barnett coming in and making the play. After the sack on 1st down, Mayfield dancing to his left. And his throw here is incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, 3rd down here.
It's now 3rd down and 14.
To throw, Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. That's going to be caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll run. Here's Janovich, the fullback. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. And now a two-point conversion attempt forthcoming. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Boy, so they don't get the conversion, but they're going to go right into the onside kick formation. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
Jacob Phillips.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Wentz. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
25 yards. And an Eagle first down.
6-0 our score after 1.
With the score, Browns 6, Eagles nothing.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
That'll be caught. Rager with it.
Complete to Jalen Rager. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and inches.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down.
He was brought down by
only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. That is caught at the 7. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Touchdown.
An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are now just an extra point away from grabbing the lead. And his kick is right through.
Makes the score Eagles 7, Browns 6. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Hurry, hurry. Alert, alert, alert.
A first down throw from Mayfield. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield escaping the pressure right. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Mayfield on 1st down. Steps away to his left. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Derek Barnett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Flushed out right, and that is incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Johnson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. On 3rd down, Mayfield. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Mills. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 30, 10, 5. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Jake Elliott on for the point after.
Brandon, we spent time with this team before the game, and there was never any indication that they did not like their kicker.
Well, it shows right now that they didn't like their kicker. Why didn't they just put it through the goalpost and take the lead?
That is going to be the question that has to be answered. I don't know about you, but I'm skipping my flight. I'm going to the post-game press conference to find out what they were thinking.
Instead of playing conservative, they go through the air, and what a stunning turn of events.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, decent field position through the pick-6. Obviously costly. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Fletcher Cox able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. To try again after the sack. Mayfield flush to his right. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Mayfield. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And he's got this down to the 35. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. As they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
First down, Mayfield. Open man is Higgins. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Mayfield with it once more. Yep, he rifles one that's intercepted. And the ball is knocked out. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Following the interception, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Odell Beckham, incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked up by Jalen Mills.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, Coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 42-yard line.
To throw is Wentz. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
At the 24-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. That is caught inside the 5. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
This pass complete to Higgins. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
Rashard Higgins. That's a gain of 7.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Mayfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 17. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
He'll start with a handoff to Sanders.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
A gain of 14. 1st down, Eagles.
Working from the gun, Wentz escaping the pressure right. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They'll run with Sanders.
And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets him down to about the 4-yard line.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Once again with Sanders. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal. Shotgun now for Wentz. Flushed out right. The Browns D locked in on 3rd down. Brings up 4th.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. Going for it with Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Eagles add on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st.
At the 47-yard line.
Mayfield looks to throw. Flush to his right. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
24 more.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Browns, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield, buying time to his left. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Rashard Higgins, 29 yards. And the Browns get a score closer. That's one of those touchdown tosses where if it's an inch to the right or left, it's not a touchdown. He had to put it right on the money.
Yeah, and how did he do that? Everything around him, everything swirling, all the coverage downfield. Somehow he spotted the opening and put it right there.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. From the 30 on second down, Wentz eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Now Wentz on third down. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
The Eagles indeed snap it. Wentz. And no, it's incomplete. Denzel Ward right there in coverage to get the hand in. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on fourth down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop them. I like the comp.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Mayfield finding Odell Beckham with a touchdown pass. And the Browns move back within a couple of the lead. Well, the defense did their job, and then, boom, a one-play drive. The offense does their job pretty well, too.
Is that called rewarding them and thanking them for what they did? They went right out and put points on the board. Thank you so much for getting us the football.
And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the fourth quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
But he's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson.
Complete to Deshaun.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
12 yards there and a first down.
Philadelphia.
Here's Sanders. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Looking for Rager again. This time he's got him. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
The 8-yard line.
They They go back to the ground with Sanders. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. Being chased out left. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Eagles have moved out in front.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced a 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
10-10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
29-yard line.
Now Mayfield. Flushed out right. And he rifles it complete, caught by Landry.
That's good.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
41-yard line.
Back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. How about the call to come with the blitz there in this situation?
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. So when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they just make a change on defense, say, okay, we'll come after you instead. And that's exactly what they did.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Oh, that's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. Have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
A first down throw for Mayfield. He's going to let it fly. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10.
That's good.
And all the way down to the 7-yard line. Flush to his right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jalen Mills. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles, and they were buoyed, Charles. EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. This one fielded at the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 27-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards.
Eagles.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46. From the gun, it's Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. This ball complete to Rager. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. Throwing now is Wentz. Looking left side, and it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
And an Eagle.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
At the Texans' 12-yard line.
Now Wentz. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Lonnie Johnson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
At the 8-yard line.
Out of the gun, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Man open, that's Damian Radley. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. 16 yards, a 1st down. A shotgun snap for Watson. On the catch, it's Duke Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a 1st? Watson looks to throw again. Open man, the tight end fells. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
To the air yet again, Watson. Got an open man, it's Radley. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Again, it's Watson. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Not able to go anywhere that time. Second down. We're scoreless after 1.
At the 24-yard line.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
From the gun, here's Watson. This is caught, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
First and goal.
23 yards on the play.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. To Johnson again. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown run from David Johnson. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. A 1-yard run on first down, another one on second. It might not do much for the yards per carry average, but it gets him 6 points.
And at contract time, you want to show touchdowns scored way more than you want to show yards per carry.
And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at their 49-yard line.
They'll run. It's Sanders. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And they will finally get him to the ground at the Texans' 20. A gain there of 30 big ones.
At the 20-yard line.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own
2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. On first down, it's Watson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 23 yards, the final tally. From the gun, Watson. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Looking to throw again on second down. Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Damian Ratley there to make the grab. And the Texans will add on to their lead. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble.
They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Shotgun now for Wentz. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Working from the gun. Wentz. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked off around the 41. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the interception, here's Watson. Fells has it, left side. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, Watson. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Watson, he finds Randall Cobb on the completion. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. Watson on 3rd down. Forced out to his left. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Randall Cobb, 26 yards. And the Texans push further out in front.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 21-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.